Hi everyone, welcome to Tech Israel Academy. In this video, we are going to be talking about Bootstrap 5 drop downs. So we have basic drop down. A drop down menu is a toggleable menu that allows the user to choose one value from a predefined list. So let's create our own first drop down. But let's move first before we create. So we have example and explained. The drop down class indicates a drop down menu. To open the drop down menu, use a button or a link with a class of drop down toggle and the data bs toggle drop down attribute, and the drop down dot menu the dot drop down menu class to a container element like div or URL to actually build the drop down menu. Then add the dot drop down item class to each element, links or button slide. So that is that. So let's start. Let's move to our example. So the first thing first, we're going to create a div, and inside the div, we're going to call it class drop down. Then inside this drop down, what are we going to do? We'll give it a button, and inside this button, we will say drop down button. Then after that, we'll come to here, we'll give it class. And inside the class, we'll give it btn. This indicates that we are using a button. Then we'll give it btn primary. Then we'll as well give it drop down toggle. Then after that, we'll give it type drop down BTS data BTS, which is toggle drop down. Then I can remove this part. I don't need it though. Hey. Yes. So after this button, we're going to have a UL. Inside this UL, we'll give it class and we'll say class drop down menu. Then inside this UL, we'll give it li and we'll give it anchor tag as well. Then inside anchor tag, then inside the anchor tag, we'll give it hash and we'll give it class, which will be drop down. We'll say item. Then we'll come to our okay. Then after that, we'll change the content inside there. We can say link 1. Let's duplicate all of this, yes. So let's give it Alt Shift F. So this is it. Now let's check it out. This is just a normal drop down. So when we check it, so this is a normal drop down. Now let's move to the next part. We have a drop down divider. So the dot drop down divider class is used to separate links inside the drop down menu with a thin horizontal border. So when we have our li, we can give it HR. So let's try this out. So let's try it out. So we'll come here in between one of them. We can say li, and inside the li, we can give it HR. We'll call it class drop down divider. So this is how the divider works. So this is how the divider works. Do you get? Now let's move to the next part, which says the drop down header class is used to add header inside the drop down menu. So let's do that. So we'll come here. We'll say H5. We can say H5. We'll come here, we'll say li. Inside li, we'll say H5. And we can say drop down header. Drop down header. And inside the drop down, this H5, what are we going to do? We'll give it class and we'll name it drop down header. Drop down header. Now let's check the drop down header. So this is like giving it header here. So that is that. So we also have the disabled and the active. So highlight a specific drop-down item with the .active class, add a blue background, and to disable the item, also use the disabled class and get a light gray text color to it. So in this aspect, we can give one of our anchor tag active. We'll come here, we'll say class, which will be active, and we can as well give it BG primary. So can you see it shows this is active? Then we can come here and give one disabled. So can you see the difference? This one is active, this one is disabled. Now let's move to the next part. So the next part says drop down position. You can also create a drop end or drop start menu by adding the drop end or drop start class to a drop down element. Note that the caret or arrow is added automatically. So let's create something around this. We'll create the drop down left and right. So let's go. And in this place, we can say H2 and we can just call it drop down. Then after that, we'll come here, we would say, we'll give it a div, and inside this div, we'll give it a class, which will be drop down. Then we'll say drop end. Then we can give it a button. Inside there, we'll give it a button. It will be button. And inside this button, we'll give it cards BTN, and they will say BTN primary. The type should be drop down. The type should be button, and we want to have data BS toggle drop down. After the button, we will say drop hand. Then after the button, we will give it UL, and inside the UL, we'll give it class drop down menu. Then after that, inside the UL, we'll give it headline, and we'll give it anchor tag as well, and we'll say, we'll give it normal here. Let's say normal, and we'll give different, we can give this one active, and we can give this one disabled. Disabled. What do we need to do here? Let's give each and every one of them hash. Then we can give this one hash. Can give this one to hash. Then we can give this one to a hash. Yeah, so this works. Now let's check it out. So this is showing us drop down end. So if you want this one to, we'll just change this one to start. If you want it to start at the other side here, instead of this part, it should be here. Now let's check it out. So this is for the drop down start. I hope you understand. Now let's move to the next part, which says drop down text. To drop down item, the drop down item text class is used to add plain text to the drop down item, or used on the link for default link. So you can, and we also have grouped, we have vertical. You can work around that, you can try that. So thank you for watching this video. Please, and this is an assignment. If you have done this, please drop it in the comment section. Let me say how you did it. Thank you for watching this video. Please do well to follow us across all socials at Tech Academy. See you next time. Bye.